What's good, Ravens fans? It's your boy Jason, and today we're going to talk about some improvements the Ravens have to make if we are going to win it all. There's just some things we got to get better at, guys. It was a disappointing loss this weekend, and I want to talk about that a little bit, but I want to talk about the things that we have to get better at and if we're going to actually go far in the playoffs. So the first thing I want to talk about is Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters had his worst game of the season, in my opinion, and it's obvious that Marcus Peters is going to be the weak link when Marlon Humphrey is out there. Marlon Humphrey balled out again, had a great game. Offenses don't even want to throw the ball to Marlon Humphrey's way. He's playing that well that offenses are scared to attack him. So what they're doing is anytime we're in the zone, they're attacking Marcus Peters, and anytime Marcus Peters doesn't have any help, they're attacking him as well. They're giving him double moves, they're sneaking people behind him because they know he's looking in the backfield because he wants to make the big play and make the interception. Now, Marcus Peters doesn't lose every route. Marcus Peters is not a bad cornerback. I'm not going to sit here and say that, but I will say that he is the person on our defense that is the most liable to get beat on a consistent basis. He is a person that's always going to try to make the big play. He's going to take the double routes. He's going to jump routes. He's going to have his eyes caught in the backfield, and it happened several times against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It just has not been his best season, and it's a contract year for Marcus Peters, and I do not think he will come back next year. It just hasn't been good enough. He's going to have to take a pay cut if he plans to be back. He is just not the player he was a couple of years ago before that injury. I know he's still getting back from that to be 100%, but we've seen it in multiple games this season. He gets beat deep. He gets beat consistently. Number one receivers love matching up on him. They throw the ball there one-on-one. When it's a big play in the game, they attack him. They do not attack Marlon Humphrey. They don't attack our safeties as much. It's really just him. So super disappointing. And in the game-winning situations in the 2-minute defense, we have to shore up our defense, and we can't just let him go one-on-one when we know they're going to throw the ball that way. So it just can't happen. It was disappointing this game and was a big reason why we lost this game. Number two, the red zone is a problem. We're 20th in the red zone before this game. I don't know where we are after this game, but we've gotten worse. There has to be something we do differently, right? Now, we know there's two answers for sure, right? Let Lamar Jackson run the ball. When we do that, we have a chance to get yards and find Mark Andrews. Now, we tried to do the Mark Andrews thing once. He dropped the ball, 100% true, but we were still able to finish that drive. It seems like we're going backwards in every red zone possession. Every single red zone possession, we have a play that loses us yards. Whether it's a penalty, whether it's getting stopped in the backfield, whether it's a sack, it's always something. Whether it's a pass in the flat that goes backwards and gets a tackle for loss, it's something, and it's unacceptable. Greg Roman has to be more creative in these situations. We have to be able to better diagnose these situations. For example, we did it a couple times, we got to do it more. Let's get Devin Duvernay involved. Let's run some of those jet sweep play fakes. Let's do something. Let's get him involved consistently in the red zone. Mark Andrews should get one pass every red zone drive. Okay, every time we're in the red zone, he should get one play that's designed strictly for him to get the ball. In addition, Lamar Jackson, when we're in the red zone, should always get a run. We have to scheme up something to get Lamar Jackson on the edge, one-on-one, and have a chance to make a play. We have to do these things because they are the keys to us winning games. We lost this game for two reasons. One was Marcus Peters. The second one is our red zone efficiency. We have to score. We were in the red zone 4 to 5 times. We scored twice. So that means we have to be better. That's less than 50%. If we just scored one additional time in the first quarter or first half in the red zone, we would have won this game. We had a chance to put this game away early. We could have been up 14 points if the red zone efficiency was better. This is something that we have to get better at, and right now, it's unacceptable how bad we are in the red zone. My suggestion for getting better in the red zone, again, like I've told you guys, find Mark Andrews. One, if we run the ball, have all our run plays have options for Lamar Jackson. Right? It's Gus the Bus is great, but when they know the run is coming, it's hard to score. So let's be flexible. And then 3, just more creative plays overall. Right? If we have to go 3 tight ends and it's a pass play, something like that, we have to do whatever we can to get the ball in the end zone and creative in different ways, because right now, the way that we're doing it is not good enough for us to be championship caliber, and we will lose games if we go against Kansas City and we put up field goals instead of touchdowns. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, what we need to improve is the commitment to the deep ball. I don't know what Greg Roman sees out there sometimes, but the deep ball was working and it was open. Early in this game, we had 2 deep shots, one Mark Andrews that was completed and one Demarcus Robinson that was not completed. However, the play was open, Lamar just missed the throw. And what happens is when we have these missed throws, we stop throwing the ball deep all of a sudden. We were open several times. We also had a lot of throws that were open and we took them and we just missed them, right? Mark Andrews, for example, dropped one because the defender held his arm. That is a deep shot that worked. It just didn't have the results that we wanted it to have. There's a difference, right? There's a difference between running a run play and the gap is wide open and your running back trips than if the defense knows it and stops it. The defense didn't stop us passing the ball deep. We had success every time we tried to do it, but we quit on it and said, hey, we're going to make this game an old-fashioned Ravens game. Honestly, if we would have thrown the ball deeper more often, I think we would have had some really great chances to be successful. We saw Deshaun Jackson be successful in the deep routes. Mark Andrews was successful in the deep routes. Demarcus Robinson was open on his deep route. We have a lot of players that are getting open on deep routes, which means we have to have chances to throw them. Unless the Ravens really do feel like Lamar Jackson just can't hit these shots, but we've seen him do it again and again and again. It just has to be a commitment to doing that. Again, they're always going to play us heavy in the box. So if we have these chances to do play action passes and throw the ball deep, it's something that we have to do because we really can take advantage of their defense and throw the ball deep to our receivers who all really have shown that they can run under the ball and catch it. We know how fast Jackson and Duvernay are. Demarcus Robinson has even shown us some speed as well. We have the keys to make this thing work, and we just need to put it all together for our team to be successful. Again, I know that we have to get better at a lot of things on offense, but I honestly think if we throw the deep ball more and are more successful doing that, it will open up so many things for our team. That's one of the great things that Hollywood Brown provided, and that it seems like that we're missing, is that they're going to load the box every time now, and with him, they just couldn't do that. Even if he wasn't successful, he always ran deep and got a couple attempts a game. And we need to do that again with Deshaun Jackson and Duvernay at the very least, in my opinion. Thank you guys so much for listening, watching, subscribing. Please like this video and come back next time. Thanks. Go Ravens.